Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Sarah, and today we are tackling a monster of a topic. We're talking about think fast, talk smart, and more specifically, diving deep into how native speakers manage to think and talk so incredibly fast.
Too fast, if you ask me. Hey everyone, Mark here. And honestly, Sarah, this topic is giving me a little anxiety just thinking about it.
I know. It's the number one frustration I hear. You study, you learn the grammar, you know the vocabulary, but then you step out into the real world. Maybe you're grabbing coffee or you're out delivering packages all day and trying to chat with folks, and suddenly it feels like the native speaker is firing words at you from a machine gun.
Exactly. Like when I'm driving my route, I listen to podcasts. I practice in the car. I sound like a genius to my steering wheel. But the second I have to reply to a real person in real time, my brain just freezes. I translate everything from my native language to English, and by the time I have the sentence ready, the conversation has already moved on.
Oh, the translation trap. It's so real, Mark, and it's completely normal. But today, we are going to fix that. We are giving our listeners and you 100% actionable, easy solutions to stop translating, start thinking in English, and finally speak with that natural, casual speed. No boring textbook stuff today. We're getting real.
Please! I am ready with my notebook. Where do we even start? How do native speakers process things so quickly? Do they just have faster brains?
The translation trap and contextual thinking.
No, our brains aren't faster. The secret is that native speakers aren't translating at all. We bypass the translation step completely. When a native speaker sees an apple, they don't think of the concept of an apple, then the word for it, then say it. They just see the object, and the word apple is simultaneously attached to it.
Okay, but how do I get my brain to do that? I'm an adult. My brain is hardwired in my first language.
You have to force your brain to associate the English word directly with the image or the feeling, not with your native word. Here is your first 100% actionable solution. I call it narrating your reality.
Narrating my reality? Like a documentary?
Exactly, like a documentary. When you are going about your day, let's say you're driving your car. Instead of listening to music for 10 minutes, look around and name everything you see in English. Steering wheel, windshield, red light, pedestrian, brake pedal.
Okay, that sounds easy enough.
It is, but you level it up. Once you can name the nouns, start narrating your actions in simple sentences. I am putting the car in drive. I am turning left. The guy in front of me is driving too slow.
Oh, I definitely say that last one a lot, but I usually say it in my native language.
Right, so flip the switch. Do it in English. What this does is tie the English language directly to your physical reality and emotions. It cuts out the middleman. You stop relying on your mother tongue as a bridge.
The magic of chunking. Why natives sound fast.
Okay, so I narrate my day. That helps me think in English. But what about the speed? Even if I know the words, native speakers smash everything together. What are you going to do becomes what you gonna do. It's like a completely different language.
This is the absolute core of sounding like a native. It's called connected speech, or as I like to call it, chunking. Mark, when you learn English, you learn it word by word.
Yeah, subject, verb, object.
Exactly. But native speakers don't learn words. We learn chunks. We don't see how is it going as 4 words. Our brain stores it as one single giant word. How's it going?
How's it going? Wow, when you say it like that, it really does sound like one word.
It is to us. So, solution number 2, stop memorizing single vocabulary words. Start memorizing phrases and collocations.
Collocations?
Words that naturally go together. For example, we don't say make a picture, we say take a picture. We don't say heavy wind, we say strong wind. If you memorize the chunks, you don't have to spend precious seconds during a conversation figuring out which verb goes with which noun. You just grab the whole chunk from your brain and throw it into the sentence.
That makes so much sense. It's like having pre-built Lego blocks instead of having to build every single piece from scratch every time I open my mouth.
Yes, exactly. What a perfect analogy. You are building sentences with pre-made blocks. That is exactly how native speakers talk so fast. We are just throwing pre-made blocks together.
The lazy mouth and connected speech.
Okay, I love the Lego blocks idea, but I still trip over my own tongue trying to say those blocks quickly.
That brings us to solution number 3. You need to learn the lazy American mouth.
The lazy mouth? Are you calling yourselves lazy?
When it comes to pronunciation, absolutely. American English is incredibly relaxed. We hate expending extra energy. If a sound is too hard to make, we just drop it or change it.
Give me an example.
Think about the word internet. How do Americans actually say it?
Internet. Oh, you dropped the T.
Exactly. Internet, or the word center. We say center. When a T comes after an N, we just pretend it doesn't exist. It's too much work for our tongues.
Mind blown. What else?
The flap T. If a T is between two vowels, it turns into a fast D. So water becomes water. Better becomes better. City becomes city.
Water, better, city. Okay, wait, when I say it like that, my mouth physically feels more relaxed. It flows easier.
Because it is easier. That's why we do it. So your homework for this is to stop trying to pronounce every single letter perfectly. Perfect textbook pronunciation actually makes you sound robotic and slow. To talk fast and smart, you have to let the words bleed into each other. Practice reducing your words. Going to is gonna. Want to is wanna. Got to is gotta.
Strategic stalling. How to buy time.
Okay, Sarah, let's get real for a second. Even if I use chunks, and even if I use the lazy mouth, there are still going to be moments where my brain just goes blank. Like, I'm in a conversation, I lose my train of thought, and the silence is just awkward and terrifying.
I completely understand that panic. Your heart rate goes up, your palms sweat. It happens to native speakers too, by the way. We forget words all the time.
Really? But you guys never look panicked. You always look so smooth.
Because we have mastered the art of strategic stalling. We use filler phrases. This is solution number 4. When an English learner forgets a word, they usually just freeze and say, and look terrified.
Guilty. That is exactly what I do.
When a native speaker forgets a word, we use filler phrases that make us sound thoughtful rather than confused.
Give me the secrets. What are the phrases?
Write these down. When you need 3 seconds to find a word, say, "That's a good question. Let me think about that for a second. You know, it's funny you bring that up. How should I put this? What's the word I'm looking for?"
Wow. How should I put this? It sounds so professional, but really, you're just buying time.
Exactly. It tells the other person, I am still engaged in this conversation. I have something valuable to say. I am just constructing my brilliant thought. It takes the pressure off you completely.
The emotional game. Overcoming perfectionism.
Sarah, this is all incredibly helpful. The chunking, the lazy mouth, the stalling phrases. But I think my biggest hurdle isn't actually vocabulary. It's my ego.
Perfectionism.
Yes. If I know I can't say it perfectly, I'd rather just not speak at all. I hate looking stupid. I hate making grammar mistakes.
Mark, I want you to listen to me very carefully. And I want everyone listening to this podcast to hear this too. Communication is about connection, not perfection.
Connection, not perfection.
Think about it. When someone who is learning your native language speaks to you and they make a grammar mistake, do you judge them? Do you think they are stupid?
No, never. I'm usually just impressed they are trying, and I focus on what they are trying to tell me.
Exactly. Native English speakers feel the exact same way about you. We do not care if you mess up a preposition. We do not care if you use the wrong verb tense. We just want to know what you are thinking. We want to connect with you.
So I just need to let go of the fear.
You have to. Solution number 5 is an emotional one. Give yourself permission to make mistakes, loudly and proudly. The fastest talkers, the smartest communicators, are the ones who aren't afraid to stumble. Because when you stop filtering every single word through your perfection checker in your brain, your speech naturally speeds up.
The perfection checker. That's exactly what it is. I have a little grammar teacher in my head grading my sentences before I speak them out loud.
Fire that teacher! At least when you're having casual conversations. When you are taking a test, keep the teacher. But when you are hanging out, chatting about your day, or making a YouTube video, tell that teacher to take a break.
This has been, honestly, a relief. I feel like a weight is off my shoulders.
I am so glad, Mark. Let's do a quick recap for our listeners before we wrap up this hour. How do we think fast and talk smart, like a native?
Okay, I've got my notes. 1. Narrate your reality. Stop translating and attach English directly to the world around you. 2. Use Lego blocks. Learn phrases and collocations, not single words. 3. Use the lazy mouth. Connect your speech and drop those hard consonants. 4. Use strategic stalling. How should I put this? To buy time. And 5. Connection over perfection. Fire the grammar teacher in my head.
Brilliant! A+. Mark, you are well on your way to speaking fast and effortlessly. And to all our listeners out there, try applying just one of these techniques today. Next time you're driving, narrate your drive. Next time you pause, use a stalling phrase. You will be amazed at how quickly your fluency improves.
Thanks, Sarah. This was awesome. I can't wait to practice.
Thank you, Mark. And thank you to everyone tuning in. Keep practicing, keep making those proud mistakes, and we will catch you in the next episode. Bye, everyone!
Bye.